Ba-boom! It is time for some Magic Gathering. We're back after a day off, which is very needed and restful. If anyone has caught any of the videos from my 12-hour stream, which actually ended up going 13-ish hours, we had a time that day, so go back and check on that. The sun setting for Astrolabe, I guess I could call it. But we're back. We're looking for a new control deck in Modern, so my favorite things to play in Modern are mostly fair decks, and specifically blue control piles were one big type of them that I enjoy, as well as Urza decks. So today we're going to be investigating two different control piles, and then maybe I'll be back on tonight playing my favorite Keenan Urza in some preparation for this weekend. So I was going to play a Miracle-less blue-white control deck, but good friend of the channel, Faithless Brewing Captain Cavedan, requested that we play this Miracles list as it has two copies of Teferi Time Raveler, the newest blue planeswalker that might be busted in half. So he has the incredibly strange static ability that says you may activate loyalty abilities of Teferi Master of Time. Teferi Master of Time. You may activate loyalty abilities of this card anytime you can cast an instant, which means we can do it on our opponent's turn. So you can draw and then discard a card. This is a super useful ability for a Miracles deck. Then you've got -3, target creature you don't control phases out, which is very strange, but we all know how that works, I'm sure. And then -10, take 2 extra turns after this one. We also have some Jace, some Teferi Hero of Dominaria, and Teferi Time Raveler. We've got 4 Force of Negations, 2 Archmage's Charms, some Cryptic Commands, and then the namesake of the deck, the Muricles. So we got 4 copies of Terminus, which is essentially a 1-mana Wrath, but instead of killing the creatures, it puts them on the bottom. This should be useful in our new dredge-heavy meta. And Entreat the Angels' win condition has a 1-of. This is a miracle cost of X white white. You can cast this card for its miracle cost if you draw it. When you draw it, if it's the first card you drew this turn. So that's the miracle mechanic. I'm not doing a particularly good job of talking this down because I'm just kind of excited to play and see what Modern feels like with this deck. It does seem that Modern has picked up Neo brand again, Dredge, and etc. So these decks may be well positioned in that way, in that we have powerful tools to fight against some of the unbalanced decks in Modern, as well as some of the fair ones, like Eldrazi Tron. So let's see what we run into. It's been a whole crazy nonsense in the recent couple of leagues that I've played. There's been a lot of burn, dredge, some Neo brand, and then the same crazy mess of decks that are usually here. Mill. Ran into someone playing Mill. I've got some new clips on my soundboard, although some of these won't come up until tonight, but that's fine when I come back and play some Song of Creation. Here we go for round number 1. No! Extra U. Let's see if I can run Vegas. No, I definitely can't. That is so chunky already. All right, gotta mull this hand. We're on the draw, so we'll get to recoup a card here. Our opponent also mulligan, so that's good. Okay, 0 lander this time, so going to 5. Hooray. There we go. Keeping that one. Ship the planes. Ship extra Force of Negations. We're gonna fetch Hallowed Fountain and hope this is good enough. I could have kept... Yikes. Could have kept the... Okay. Well, this is a good-ish sign. That's not, though. Although it's Modern, so maybe this is okay. Do I want to play this Entreat the Angels? No, I'm good. Oh, it's not morning. I started afternoon. It's okay, we're probably going to stream for like 8+ hours today. You don't know what time it is. It's okay. My opponent is not following Damon Alexander's suggestion for modern Delver players, which is have your Delver flip on turn 2 every time. I think my opponent made a big mistake by not flipping their Delver there. They would have hit me for an extra 2 damage, which is really going to start to add up quickly. And if you just look at the delta between the games where your opponent chooses to flip their Delver on turn 2, which is versus where they don't, it's turn 3 they haven't even flipped it. So this is really, they're really missing a lot of points in the meta in the matchup here. Just not entirely sure what they're planning on doing there. They did get to use their fetch land to manipulate the top of their library there, which was kind of slick. Love that. Opponent attacking for 1. They've got crap, I can't remember the name of the 1-mana 1/1 wizard. What is this? Joriel Wanvuli Recluse. Resolves. So we're going to be looking for a Terminus relatively soon. You're looking up. Sweet. Sure. Let's just play an island and keep on trucking. So this is a 2-mana 1/2. It says whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2 green cat creature token. So this can quickly put a reasonable, grindy little battlefield together. We'll see if that is any kind of threat against me. We haven't drawn any of our planeswalkers or anything of that nature yet, but here's hoping we will eventually be allowed to draw some worthwhile spells. There it is. They finally flipped their Delver. And they're playing Magmatic Sinkhole. Good things to know. Good things to know. Going to combat. All right, we're going to take 4 here. Go down to 13. We got time. We got time. At the end of the turn, we're likely just going to try to draw 2 cards with our Archmage's Charm. Opt is going to give them a 2/2. That's fine. We're going to be looking to deal with them en masse. And we do have sideboard Supreme Verdict, which is going to be nice for this matchup, as well as another Teferi and some Mystical Disputes. So we're equipped for this. What if I attempted to draw 2 cards? What would you do if I wanted to draw some cards now? Yeah, that's less than great. So I can reset my Archmage's Charm, play Opt, and then play Charm again. It's not the greatest sequence of all time, but I'll take it. Would I like to put it on top? Yes, please. I'm going to take 6 this turn, go to 7, and they are playing red in their deck. So there's a good chance they are playing the Cadillac of efficient spells. It's Lightning Bolt. I don't think Cadillacs are very efficient. I think my metaphor is poor. Ketria Triome in your Delver deck. You go, girl. So letting this resolve is going to give them another cat. On the flip side, kind of need to find a Terminus anyway, which I have no way to set up right now. So, you know, already not the best. Okay, going to 7. Lethal on board. See if we can find any kind of removal spell. What is up, my friend Penseur? Joining us from North America, transplanted from de France, it is Penseur. Path and Jace. That could work. Frantic Inventory. I think your sub notification is broken, friend. Is it? Nope. It looks like it's okay. What part of it are you concerned that is broken? Alright, so if I remove their insectile aberration, they are only going to have 5 damage, which is totally not enough. Well, that was, I was playing that. You resubscribed and nothing happened. It should. Oh, if it is based on your. Did you send the resubscription message in chat, or did you just pay? There's a thing that happens with Twitch. If it's on a manual, or not a manual, if it's an automatic one, then sometimes it won't work properly. For reasons that make no sense. All right, so instead of trying to play this Jace this turn, I think... I guess playing Jace is the best thing to do, and then we path after the... Yeah, okay. I guess I could Frantic Inventory and try to, but no, I don't really think that makes any sense. Whereas, like, if I can get this... Okay, well, we're going to at least eat a Magmatic Sinkhole with this, I assume. Cool. Oh, I could just use this to bounce the Delver. Sure. See you. So this should buy us a reasonable amount of time. I can pitch to Force if I need to as well. Not on my turn. So if they sinkhole me here. Oh, bolt. Bolt me? Uh-oh. Oh, no, because I can't. There's no way I can path my way out of this. I'm just dead now because I took 1 damage. Well, thank you, Pensuer, for the resubscription. It means a lot. It's going to keep us going here. So we didn't hit any paths in our top, I don't know, it was like 16. And then we didn't hit any Termini, so we're just going to die here, even though they had a very, very slow start. So Verdict seems good, Mystical Dispute seems good, Teferi seems good. I don't know about Monastery. There we go. Ooh. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's your one. Okay, so we're gonna bring in these 4. I feel like we can cut Entreat, a big Teferi, and a couple of Force of Negations. We just cut all the Force of Negation. So Force of Negation would be really good for countering non-creature spells on my opponent's turn. But most of their threats, I believe, are going to be creatures, so it doesn't seem particularly relevant. So we're just going to try it like this. Have you tried the Sharkblade deck? I'm not. I'm not like a huge fan of Stoneforge Mystic. I like Stoneforge Mystic, but I'm not a huge fan of Stoneforge Mystic. And I will probably try it out at some point soon. I just haven't gotten there yet. It wasn't something where I was like, oh, this is it. This is what I want. I preferred blue-white control before Bant became the thing for when conditionless control. Jeez, this is a little rough. My mulligans last game were so bad, I feel like they made me want to be gun-shy, as I always... Yeah, it's even worse than the first hand. Okay, should have kept the first hand. Got it. Okay, sure. We go bottom opt, bottom Teferi, and we kind of have a playable hand here. We're going to be doing a lot of nothing, but after the nothing, boy, are we going to have a small amount of card advantage. Gets my opponent's 8-card hand. Oh, look, Ketria Triome in their aggro deck. Well, tempo deck. I love the mandatory tap land in the tempo deck. That to me is gotta be a misstep. Yikes.
Compadres,
it's a little too early for that. Thank you for the follow. I am Nutter.
Start of the rainy season.
Wow, that's a name.
A shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
It's Thankful Thursday. I'm thanking you for your amazing stream. Everybody have an awesome day. Mahalo. Nice. Frantic Inventory in Modern. Well, I wish we could play Accumulated Knowledge, but they didn't give it to us. Frantic seems like it has a lot of potential. It definitely does. I will say one of the things, this is a complete nonsensical, non-gameplay related thing, so feel free to ignore me as much as you want on it. Let's see if they have Force of Negation. They don't. Great. Oh, neat. Frantic Inventory to me. So let's just A and B these. So Accumulated Knowledge is essentially the same card, right? So Accumulated Knowledge is conceptually the idea that like they've got more and more. Like you've put together your knowledge. Your knowledge is good to go. Accumulated in your knowledge, and that is how you're gaining advantage. For some reason, Frantic Inventory is the new version of Accumulated Knowledge. So it's like, and if you read the flavor text, like another village, another angry mob, why do I even bother unpacking? So like, it's literally the opposite flavor from Accumulated Knowledge, which is it's just so strange to me. And I know it's really stupid. So please ignore me. But it's just one of those little things that bothers me because I really like the art on Accumulated Knowledge. I like old frame cards as much as possible. And I understand that Accumulated Knowledge has the quote, like, I don't know, unintuitive text for newer players, people who are used to modern card design. So I'm going to phase out Joriel on their upkeep. This means they're not going to be able to get any value from this. And hopefully they don't have like bolt to take my planeswalkers off the table here. Your basics are the same as the first ones I played with, Poggers. Yeah. Nice. Like it. Oh. Of one mind for full value? Nice divination. That's a yikes. I mean, they're on 7 cards in hand, so I don't know how I expect to win this game, but I'm starting to think that I will. For whatever reason. Do I toss my extra Teferi here? Yeah, and then I upkeep path them. Yeah. This game's looking pretty over. We can do this first, I guess, in case I flip a Miracle. So this can attack right now. I actually don't think I'm worried about it, though. And I'd rather spend my mana on other things, potentially. So, let's see what's up. Huh. What are they going to play that I'm super concerned about? What are they going to play that they desperately need to be uncounterable? Is it a way to remove my Teferi Time Raveler? Probably. How much do I mind? That's probably fine, right? I just don't think I can do anything about it, so... Okay. You got it. Okay. Not countering anything. Narset. Okay. Well, I could just bounce it? I can just bounce it, right? Let's activate my Teferi in response. So this is a Mystic Sanctuary right now. So I think we'll just discard Archmage's Charm for the moment. I wonder if they have a second Veil of Summer. We'll see, I guess. Okay, resolves. So this doesn't have hexproof because, like a Bloodbraid Elf coming in after a Veil of Summer, it doesn't have hexproof. We're going to try to bounce it and draw a card. You can't bounce it this turn. Oh, yes, I can. Like the Bloodbraid Elf of Legend. This time, I remembered that it came in afterwards. Don't worry, my friend. I made that exact opposite mistake before, so I completely understand it. I'm assuming Joriel is going to attack my Teferi Time Raveler. Yeah, that's fine. Oh! Yeah, why not? Bye, friend. Alright, so let's go plus on Teferi, plus on other Teferi. I don't need another path. In fact, I don't need any number of path right now. I think on their upkeep, I want to reset something and then draw. I don't need to do it on their upkeep. I can do it in response to anything they play. Okay. There's a Vendilion click in this list, right? Or was that the other one? I really hope it's this one, because I would like to have creatures to attack their stuff. I have no Snapcaster. I have no creatures. I literally cannot deal with Narset once it's resolved. And it's plussing them cards every turn. Although they keep Veiling beforehand, so if they don't get a second Veil, I'll just do the same thing again. Sure, that's fine. That'll work. I don't know if they understand the interaction I have going on here, but Jariel. Okay. Okay. I can Terminus that. Sure. I could Teferi the token too, but then I lose my Teferi. Alright, so what would I like back? Probably the Cryptic, I think. No, I wanted the Terminus, right? Because I can Terminus it now. Yeah, sure. Do the Terminus with this one. Yeah, so we put it on top. Then we activate Teferi Master of Time. No, that is not how that... Okay, they conceded. Thank God. Because I just screwed that up because the way the interface works there is not... I wasn't paying enough attention. I remember losing a game to Burn in the Companion meta where I Terminus their Luris, they fetch afterwards and draw it for turn. Yeah. Yeah. That is the kind of thing that tends to happen on MTGO. I'll be back in 2 seconds, and then we will continue onwards with this wacky fun time. I'm wondering if I want Aether Gust here instead of Mystical Dispute. I will think about it. I think on the no answer to Narset, I'd play Dispute, but I'm crazy. But you saw that they were trying to set up their Narset before with that. What if we just played Monastery Mentor, huh? What are the chances they kept in enough removal? Go for the spice play. Maybe take out Entreat and take out, I guess, a Terminus. No, I don't want to take out the Termini. A Jace? A Teferi? No, a Jace. Let's take out a Jace. Seems crazy, but I'm into it. Oh, Larynx, you were looking for the deck and you didn't get it. Hold on. Let me make sure that that is fixed. Stream Decker bot keeps leaving my my channel. I don't know why. Jeez, this deck loves to give me one land hands. It's crazy. It's nuts. I don't... Okay, whatever. Yeah, this is fine. I'm mystified by that. There you go. Oh, yeah, I didn't make my crappy joke. This deck is Muricles or Mareicales. Just, I'm pretty sure whatever America is doing with the pronunciation of the mechanic Miracle, it's just, the only thing you need to do is not pronounce the I as an I. So Miracle, probably Moracle, Miracle, all of these are acceptable. America is doing nothing. I don't know if that's accurate, but okay. Played the Field of Ruin here kind of haphazardly, I guess, because I could have played the Polluted Delta, which gives me access to a the potential for mana leak or anything of that nature. I think the way my game plan is going to go here, they're just kind of... Yeah, we're just going to Frantic Inventory at end of turn. Just gives them a little bit of incentive to attack my graveyard at some point. Oh, right. They can just do that. I forgot about that. I would have the fetch land in there if I had done this correctly, quote unquote. Well, that's fine. Come on now, Alex. America drinks and goes home, which is a Frank Zappa tune. Not a particularly good one. It's alright. Archmage's Charm? I kind of want to fight over this, because I feel like I can beat most of the rest of whatever else they could be doing. Yeah, why the hell not? Get out of here. What are you going to do on your next turn? Resolve Narset? Wait, no, don't do that. I got a Narset Veil here. I didn't have an out for Narset Veil anyway. Pyromancer. Yeah, respect. Relic you. Hallowed Fountain. How you like me now? How you like me now? Yeah, Exile the Delta. Apt. Island. Yeah, I'm hungry for apples. Okay. So if I field first and grab an island, I can Mystic Sanctuary here. Thing about Mystic Sanctuaries would allow them to... Uh-oh. They're also a Mystic Sanctuary deck? Weird. Teamer mid-range nonsense. Yeah, okay, well, I'll take two. Okay. I haven't played the green spell yet. Oh, they already had one. Well, that is not great for me, but okay. Yeah, so we're going to go get a Mystic Sanctuary and try to reset our mana leak here, because I think it's possible they just aggressively pop the relic here. Nope. Alright, well, I have mana leak to protect my Teferi now. So I'll get to resolve my Teferi, bounce their Pyromancer, and then Teferi dies to the Elemental token. Well, that seems less than good. Could Teferi and plus? If they have a lightning bolt or something of that nature, they can take him down. But it's probably okay. I could just have Archmage's Charm plus Mana Leak now. Seems alright. Going more and more up on mana against them seems pretty good. They're actually missing their green. Yikes, that's a good card right now. I guess I should have seen that coming from when they previously played Of One Mind. So they're playing Joriel and Young Pyromancer. That's really neat. We just need to figure out a way to get this Terminus going. What if I drew 2 cards? How about that? How about that? How about that? Come on, fight me. What? Friggin' nerd. Yeah. Lack of double white is definitely a whole thing that's happening right here. Monastery Mentor. Fight me. Fight me! 2? Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Deprive. That's a big yikes. Okay, got your token. I don't like that they still have 2 mana up. Like, there's just no way I'm getting through with this. So I gotta peel a white source. Ooh, no I don't. Okay. Oh, they probably have a bolt or a magmatic sinkhole or something of that nature ready to go. Hey look, a bolt or a magmatic sinkhole or something of that nature ready to go. Well, looks like we're getting beat by Temur Delver in Modern. Yikes. We've had some really, really bad hands, though. Like, I had to mull to 5 twice, and then 6 this game, so sometimes you get beat. We took them off green mana, and so far it seems entirely irrelevant. They're playing a much, much grindier game than I thought they were. So we need to top deck, I don't know, I guess a Terminus, but like... I know they have an Archmage's Charm in their hand, and I have nothing to fight over it, so I think we're just dead. I cannot possibly imagine that. Yeah. If I go to tap their team and draw a card, it's just not gonna be functional. So don't think we have any chance here, unfortunately, which is a shame. But we definitely hit one of the flaws of the deck is, I say flaw, but like one of the things about this deck is it's like set up with a certain amount of interaction. You couldn't Teferi, so they couldn't count. Oh, yes, I could have. Because they would have to count it. Yeah, I'm just not. Yeah, my brain's not in gear yet. You're right. And I was thinking about other less useful things. Right. And I need to have that. I'm just going to scoop this one up. All right. Oh, yeah, because they just showed us they had Deprive and Archmage's Charm. So they definitely would have had it there, no problem. Yeah, that was a shame, but that's how it goes sometimes. And I didn't go into it in the deck talk, but the Teferi, Master of Time, really helps out a Muricles deck in a number of ways. One of the ways we've already shown, although I screwed it up, but they scooped to it anyway, is that Teferi, Master of Time, gives you an ability to draw a Miracle on your opponent's turn for 0 mana. If you set it up with a Mystic Sanctuary or otherwise. But on top of that, it lets you discard extra copies of Terminus for early in a game where you wouldn't need them. I say early, like by turn 4. This is a really, really poor hand against some decks and great against others. So classic modern control hand. Opponent mulls to 6. Okay, I'm happy now. Okay, good. They didn't keep mulling. Your opponent mulls to like 4 on their opening hand for game 1. It's like, uh-oh. Gotta be dredge. Seal of Fire. Okay, that's a good sign for us. Because that probably means it's a Chandra's Incinerator deck, which is going to have a bad time against Path to Exile, I would assume. Also Teferi. Time Raveler. Master Time's alright. Probably fun. Goblin Guide? In your Seal of Fire deck? With no Luris? I don't know what's happening. I don't... What? Opt on top. I can choose to draw that. I would have preferred to get a free land draw. I kind of want to take the hit here. Because they're low on cards, and I feel like I could use... Sure. We're going to take this hit, which is weird, but I feel like leaving their Goblin Guide in play is okay. Especially since I think they might be an Incinerator deck. And I have Terminus in my deck anyway, so it's possible we just get a free kill on it at some point without giving them a land. I don't know if that's right or wrong. It's almost definitely wrong to take the hit against a burn deck, but... So, I won't be taking the hit again, but... It's an interesting... Yeah, they didn't do anything with their other mana. Okay, so they do have white. You think they're playing main deck Luris? I think they have to be, right? I cannot imagine my opponent's deck not playing Mana Leak on top. Well, that's good. Finally gonna have some stack-based interaction here. Okay, so this is gonna be an Incinerator. 2-mana Incinerator. Yep, that's fine. Because I already have a Cryptic. And Master of Time. Oh yeah, we'll just phase it out for this turn. Neat. Okay, cool. So play an island with this. We go Master of Time, discard my Entreat the Angels. So they can burn me in response here to kill my Master of Time, so I guess that kind of sucks. If I'd played Jace here, it might have been slightly better, I guess. Let's find out. I'm sure there's a different way I could have navigated this whole game that would have been better. Because on the next turn, I can't play Jace because this will come in on their untap. So I need to be able to Cryptic it. Cryptic bounce it. Yeah. Skull Crack. Yep. Yeah, can't play Teferi or Jace this turn, but I do get to play Teferi with playing against 80 card Neoform. That sounds like hot nonsense. Do I go counter Incinerator, bounce Incinerator, counter the Lava Spike? I think so. Turn target spell, return target permanent. Seems good. Get a deck list right now, I guess. Opponent plays nothing. Well, that's Teferi, hero of Dominaria. Whee. Ooh, Mystic Sanctuary. Hold on. I like that card. Let's put Cryptic Command on top. Yes, please. Final Nub must be informed. Is Final Nub the premier Neo brand player? Oh, that's a good sign. This is also a great sign. Love it. From the First Strike podcast. Oh. Is he... Do I know who he is? Is he the dealer from Face to Face Ottawa? My opponent is the Neo brand player who turn 1 me when I asked you for advice. Okay. My advice would have been don't get turn 1'd by Neo brand. So let's go Jace and Terminus on top. Sure. A Force of Negation now? Okay, we got this. There's no face-to-face Ottawa. Face-to-face Montreal? Whatever it is. Vancouver. Okay. I met him at GP Toronto, I guess. Shard Volley. So they have 3 cards in hand. One of them is an Incinerator. So I'm just going to go counter draw. And then we've got Force of Negation to pitch. Probably pitch Mana Leak. Do I want to reveal Terminus? No, I'm good. Thanks, deck. Oh, that's beautiful. So they were just shard volleying because they were shard volleying. You love to see it. All right, Jace Storm. Basically putting Jace and Terminus back pretty much no matter what. Oh, I should have Teferi'd first because I'm a goon. I'm a goofy goober. Yeah. Okay, we'll play the other Teferi. Now they don't get to play anything on my turn. Yay! We win. Probably he's good people. He seemed like good people. So Aether Gust seems insane. Celestial Purge, yeah, probably also good. I think Supreme Verdict might be okay. And then I'm very tempted to just go all Muricles package out. I think Teferi's probably not great here. Oh, Timely Reinforcements, what am I doing? We know they're playing Skullcrack, but still. Maybe take out one Jace. Seems good. I think I'm pretty happy with this. Veto good? You think so? It's okay. Little Teferi good too. Oh yeah, Little Teferi bounces the... oh, so is Jace for that matter. Bounces the Incinerator. I just feel like I have enough stuff to deal with it, but I guess since I took out 4 Termini, I should keep it. Oh, this is the kind of situation where you can take out some number of opt. Because basically we've increased the density of spells we wanted anyway. He turned 3 combo with double packed up, and I still won. Nice. Love to see it. Okay. Maybe we take out 1 Cryptic, because it's kind of chunky. Thanks for chiming in, Dan. You were 100% correct about... Oh, there's another little Teferi I could be playing. It's probably okay, but if I get the chance to bring it back, we're going to do it. Yeah, beating Neobrand is the best feeling in possibly all of Magic. Okay. So my opponent is playing the first, like, mixed version of this deck I've ever seen. You can top it. Oh, the Belcher kill we got. The Belcher kill we got was pretty amazing, I will say. I should have put Flooded Strand in there so I could fetch basic planes. I beat Mill while playing Adnaz game 1 without main board ley lines. Holy yikes. Okay, so we've got 2 triggers here, so let's see what happens. Draw a card on the first one. Let's see what's on the second one. Mystic Sea, Jesus. I'm gonna fetch Shock here to path one of these. Because we gotta get this out of here. This is just too much damage to put up with. I think the Mill player retired from Magic, yeah. Do I have 8 cards in hand? I do. There's nothing I can really do about it unless I want to main phase Aether Gust, which I do not. I think I'm just ditching Mystic Sanctuary here. Like, I've got enough lands. I guess I kind of need the 5. Alright, let's ditch this Frantic Inventory. I'm probably not playing that anytime soon. I'm probably playing Aether Gust into Mana Leak, into whatever. Question, can I take this hit? Because I think I almost have to take this one, because if I let them do whatever they want with this turn, they can just land the Incinerator and just demolish me. So, weird question. Because leagues are pay-in versus ladder play in Arena or most video games, you need to find yourself something shying away from MTGO because you aren't feeling 100%. I do understand. It's, what is it? Like ladder anxiety? People used to have it in, like, Warcraft or StarCraft because of the fact that your ladder ranking was, like, really important. It happens on Arena, too, I guess, to some people. Because ladder ranking is really important, quote-unquote, and it's hard to, like, recover. There will be times where you're like, I don't want to, like, play and then punt games. And then I don't know if I find that, because personally the way my MTGO playing has been set up is like I kind of have enough resources that like losing any small number of leagues is never ever like unbalanced by how many of the bigger leagues that I'm winning, I guess. I don't know. So the point is but the point is I usually, if I don't feel like playing Magic, I just don't feel like playing Magic. So if they just had the burn to kill me, yeah, I'm just dead. The hand is just too inefficient. I took extra damage from a shock earlier that has caused me to kill here. Yeah. So before there was a system that was set up where you got buys based on a rating. And because you got buys based on your rating, people would not play at like low stakes events like FNMs. I don't think Dovin's Veto is good here. I think they have too many creature threats. But maybe they just had the sick double goblin guide hand and just wrecked me because of the squeeze. +2 opt, +1 Teferi, +1 Terminus, -4 inventory? I don't know. My curve looks really bad then, doesn't it? Got the Teferi in, so let's get the opt, like maybe 2 Termini. Terminus is really something that I want to have 4 of if I'm playing it, like most of the time. Keep Veto, hard counters are nice. Yeah, but it doesn't counter the creatures. It's kind of, I don't know. Maybe cut one of the Hero of Dominaria. Just because it's 5 mana. Yeah, so it's like anytime you're invested in something, Pensur, and that like it's like if you had like a spreadsheet, right, where you always kept your win rate or whatever, and if like your win rate really mattered to you, you're like, oh, I'm not feeling good today. Maybe I don't want to spell snare the Eidolon lol. Well, I don't have spell snare, so and they haven't played any Eidolons. But what's up, Sir Karsten? Recommend practicing with step ladder when you feel confident. Have someone spot you on the regular ladder. See, now Alex is thinking with portals. All right. Yeah, this hand is good. Not great. Obviously, double sanctuary is super, super medium. But lots of ladder anxiety, and I deal with that by hiding in a corner and not dealing with ladders. I mean, that's always an option. Aether Gust on top. The card is really good in this matchup, and my hand is medium, so I'm going to actually draw it. Take the 1 damage. Hopefully this game it's not relevant. And then this turn we'll get another shot at drawing a land or improving our draw, and then we're gonna pass the Goblin Guide. And I have Force of Negation if they start playing spells to try to get the Incinerator, but they don't have anything on suspend or what have you yet, so we're okay. Perfect draw. Getting this Plains means I have to wait an extra turn if I want to get Mystic Sanctuaries going. That's probably okay. Perfect. The Mo Aether Gust is the Mo better. I guess I could just play Time Raveler this turn. But I'd rather just hold up Aether Gust, I think. Oh. I also have the option of playing Verdict next turn then as well. Rift Bolt. Okay. Yeah, I should have just jammed the Time Raveler there, actually, because it makes it harder for them to take their next turn. In either case, play Scalding Tarn this turn. Next turn, I have Teferi plus backup. Near mint, Sword of Feast and Famine discounted on my LGS because it was French. Oh, that's the best way. I love foreign cards. Holy jumping. Okay, you need to slide out of the saddle there, Sally. This is... That's a little bit much. I am done with taking damage for this turn. Thank you very much. I was expecting an Incinerator there, not just infinite burn. Hallowed Fountain. Nope. Field. I'm not going to be activating this Field of Ruin this turn. So now we have Force Pitch to Force as well as Aether Gust, which is kind of nice. What are you doing? Crack me. Ouch. They put the Skewer on top? They did. Okay. So if we can stop them from dealing damage to us this turn, then it's going to be really hard for them to cast anything relevant. So this is going to be, yeah, Lava Spike. If they put that on top, I'm probably going to Force Pitch Supreme Verdict. Okay, I have 2 cards in hand. One of them is a Skewer the Critics. They put the lava spike on the bottom. Not sure what that means, but I'm just gonna force pitching the Supreme Verdict, and then hopefully next turn. Yep, cool. Well, that's sick. So when they crack one of these, we will let that resolve because it's currently more likely to draw land, and then we're gonna field them off the other one. Get a blue source here, and be as prepared as we can be for this turn. We could play Timely or Force of Negation, so we're in a pretty good spot. And they can't play Skullcrack at instant speed, so should be in the clear here. Full cost, Skewer the Critics. Sure. Okay, I will cancel out your 2 spells. I started the turn at 7, and I end the turn at 7. It's the circle of life. Elton John, everybody. Elton John. I think it was Elton John. So since I have double Force of Negation, I'm just going to plus my Teferi, because then if I need to minus it twice in a row, I can do that and have him remain at 1. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Mana inefficient. Yikes! That is not what we like to see. Draw me a fetch land. Draw me a fetch land, baby. Fetch it up. Attacking me. Love it. Draws me a Hallowed Fountain. Good enough. Fetch land? There we go. So we play this. I can't play sorceries at instant speed this turn, so what do I want out of my graveyard with this? I want the Timely Reinforcements, which I'm not going to be able to play as an instant. It's probably okay. So get Sanctuary, reset, Timely. Bounce the Guide. Draw the Timely. I think I have to cast this now. Like, obviously I don't have to. I could wait until they play the Goblin Guide, and then I could be at a higher life total, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah. Draw me a land. Do it. Okay, do they attack Teferi this time? Can I please see where it's... No, it's going at me. Okay. Sure. Rift Bolt. Nah. Boop. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't really want another of those. Okay. Sure. I think I'm just leaving the Goblin Guide and play this turn. So I don't think I'm in any danger of dying. Really hoping that last card in their hand is an Incinerator that they can't play. Swift Spear. Yikes. Well, good thing I have my Termini in my deck. I think. Yeah, 2 of them. And I... Did I exile my Supreme Verdict? Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? Flooded Strand. Well, we do keep hitting fetches. I have one more... Yeah, it's fine, because I'm going to get to get my tokens next turn. So we're going to 5. They have a card in hand. It's probably not... Yeah, cool. Perfect. We're all going to die, Alex. I met soon. So did I. So we get the plus to Teferi. Flooded Strand can get a tap land, but I don't want to take any unnecessary damage at this point. When my people die, we evolve into money. I don't think that's how that works. Counter your light, Lapis Spike. Boop. Let's look at the prowess trigger. Well, that's terrifying. But we're not dead. Okay, going to 1. I'm just going to play this now before I screw up. Oh, that's not the best draw. So we'll go ahead and kill the Goblin Guide here, even though he's drawn me a wonderful number of cards. Art is amazing on Lightning Bolt. Yeah, it's pretty alright. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Chris Rush Classic. Jesus Christ. Well. There we go. Now we're talking. Master of Time. Whoop. Wow. That is unfortunate. All right. Actually, I can just loot in response to their... We require more Celestial Colonnades, apparently. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, there we go. No, we're going to be fine. Gonna be just fine. Teferi, Master of Time, bailing us out. Although I believe in this case, Jace the Mind Sculptor would have been just as good, if not better. But worth looking at. Always worth looking at. Certainly this is helping me out while putting me closer towards Ulted. I mean, that's the plan. What's up, Jiggy Wiggy? The 4 CMC blue Planeswalker problem, is it better than Jace? Well, I mean, it's always the question. Many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, is it better than Jace the Mind Sculptor? There are lots of Planeswalkers that are better than Jace the Mind Sculptor, sometimes by a lot. Is Teferi Master of Time one of them? Let's find out. Scalding Tarn. Opt. Cryptic Command. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, I want to play this one. Counter target spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand. Well, hold on. Yeah, I do. So I have a new addition to my soundboard. I would argue that Renin 6 is better than Jace for the cost. Especially with, yeah, they conceded. Yay, Magic! So, Oko and, what? No, you just heard it. I should get a Wilhelm Scream. Wilhelm Scream would be appropriate. I do have a clip of Reverend Lovejoy saying it's all over people, we don't have a prayer. I haven't played any format where he's legal since he was legal, so it's completely off my radar. Let me get you my binder here, my friend. What just happened? Did we get a follower? Was that what happens? Wall of Bromans with the follow. What is up, Wall of Bromans? You're no relation to Bromat Courier, are you? Guys going to the gym together? Where are my Okos? They're in here somewhere. I know they are. All three of them. There they are. There's my Okos from playing Niv Mizzet. Okay, yeah, this is keepable. Not great, but it's keepable. Well, we could always play some Legacy. Then we can play Astrolabe and Oko. And apparently it's not even that good. But we could play World Gorder Dragon combo. Alex, do you want to play some Legacy World Gorder Dragon combo? I know I do. Where's my elephant? Isn't that what we're all really asking? I know I am. Turn 1 Blood Moon. No Force of Negation. Okay, let's top deck an island. And a plains. Yikes. What was the name of previous opponent? Polycastle. Polycastle. Polycastle? I don't know. Is Anje in it? Anje? Yo no comprendo. Comprende? I don't know. I don't know. Wait, what? What? Playing against the same deck. Oh, okay, got it. Well, my opponent is doing the classic red prison thing. They managed to get their prison piece into play on turn 1. They're failing to do anything else. Uh-oh. And here comes the Rabble Master. Oh, okay. Well, I've got double white, so that's great. Any blue mana would be okay, but we'll take it. Ange's Ravager? I don't know if he's playing Ange's Ravager, but he's probably could. Uh-oh. This is going to be Chandra, for show. Yep. All right. So we are going to start dying rather quickly. Oh, adding mana. Stomp? Yep. Alright. Stomp's not too bad because we're going to get to path it eventually. But I need to find an answer for the Chandra, which is going to be... Yikes. Okay. Nice triple blue card nerd. Thanks. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Okay, so we need a stop on my opponent's main phase. Otherwise, they'll get to go to the beginning of combat, and then we'll get a goblin token, which I do not want them to have. I'm not counting on drawing another land for next turn. Seems like what we're going to do is draw a non-island land at this point, but... Yep. Okay. Didn't know Incinerator had Trample. Yeah, new cards are like that. New cards are really, really like that. Chandra's Incinerator has the Abominable Tree Folk thing, where people just don't have any idea that it has Trample. Alright, well... This is gonna kill the out of me, so... Oh, cool. There's my Force of Negation. Sick. Oh yeah, the Incinerator can also Searing Blaze to your Planeswalkers. But Searing Blaze can do the Planeswalker or the player? Hold on. Oops, sorry. Deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker, and 1 damage to target creature. Yeah. So it's these freaking cards, dude. Okay, so Time Raveler's good here. Aether Gust is excellent here. Celestial Purge good here. Dovin's Veto is probably fine. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Path is probably less than great. Archmage's Charm is probably less than great, just in case I have to fight through the I don't think I want Entreat. And then Jace the Mind Sculptor is a double blue. His bounce ability doesn't affect their enchantments. Oh no, you know what? I probably want some ops out as per usual. Keep one path more and one Archmage Charm more. No, I don't want the paths. But I don't really want these. We just keep the ops. Single blue, they help me dig towards things that I might need, which I don't have infinite of. Anyway, Searing Blaze and Chandra's Incinerator, they do not function the same at all. What do you do if Belcher is not all in enough for you? I don't know, Jiggy. What do you do? Have you seen the deck I'm playing in the Community League? And then the other deck that I came up... Oh, Spanish Inquisition. Yeah. Yep. There's also 2-card Monty, which has, I think it's 3 different 2-card combos in it. It's got Leyline... Or it's got Rip Helm with Leyline of the Voids. It has... what's the other one? So it's got Rip Helm with Leylines. It's got Painter Servant Grindstone. And it's got... I think there's a 3rd combo in Legacy 2-card Monty. Your Com League deck is Spice. Well, thank you. Go Bolas. Go Power Bolas. Oh no. Wait, where's my soundboard? Playing a Vile Emery Urza Therapist deck. Also Spice. Oh, no, not. Good card. Good card. Okay. Opponent knows what's up. Okay, so we can opt and try to hit a Force of Negation if they play something that I absolutely must counter. I'm going to Frantic Inventory this turn, even though opt digs me deeper, because there's a potential that I get to hit the land I want for next turn, so I have access to Logic Knot. Torpor Orb. Okay. Am I supposed to be playing Vendilion Click? Oh, Snapcaster, probably. Which I'm not playing. But they're not to know that. Alright, I drew a Force of Negation, so I'm going to double opt here. Well, I'm going to opt until I find a land. There we go. Which is what I really wanted. Yeah, they named Time Raveler, so we're not going to be playing this Time Raveler anytime soon. We're going to be fetching a white with this, most likely. Well, if I have to cast this Logic Knot, maybe not. We'll see. Blood Moon. Oh, I can just force pitch the Teferi. Yeah. So the reason I'm doing that is because I do want access to Mystic Sanctuaries as long as possible. I'm going to get Hallowed Fountain, because assuming that I can keep all of their Blood Moon effects off the battlefield, then this is my 3rd island. Okay, that's huge. Also huge. Okay, so now I get to Mystic Sanctuary, Cryptic Command, or Frantic Inventory, so we should be good from here on out. I think this game is over. Unless they have Chandra Awakened Inferno and they can somehow cast it. Check it out. So we're just going to put Frantic Inventory on top. Yep. And then we're going to go opt. Draw that. Cast that. Hey! That's gross. It wasn't game before. Whee! Maybe they're playing Fry, but it's not going to matter. Okay. These two. Please. Thank you. All right, so Jiggy Wiggy, for the thick podcasts, what we need to do is separate ourselves from Faithless Brewing by doing content for specifically Legacy and Modern. So we'll do the other two Eternal format split, because as much as I don't want to say it or believe it, if Pioneer isn't dead, Pioneer is dying and on life support, and they're getting ready to pull the plug and just see if it doesn't wiggle its way out. Slightly tricky, but doable. Yeah. I don't know if it's tricky, is it? Like, I suppose the reason it's tricky... So if they have a sec... What is this going to be? That's fine, I can tuck that. Okay. Legacy plus Historic or Bust. I don't want to start talking about my feelings about Historic. Historic might be a good format. How much demand is there for Legacy content? How about I don't care is the answer to that question. Historic, I would do Historic. I don't want to do it. F Historic, for lack of better words. I want to do what I want to do because I want to do it. Like, I am not a marketing decision kind of guy. So if that's anything that's anyone's interested with, I'm not that person. Yeah. I mean, I'm sitting here playing MTGO. I could be playing Arena. Is this 2 mana draw 3? That's kind of sick. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, now we're cooking with propane over here. Ditch the extra Teferi. Teferitron is coming online. Just join the content creator program so you can leave it and get a clout campaign about it. Well, I mean, that's also very not me to do that. Like, I think that program should exist for the people that it's supposed to exist for, which I guess is the company that makes the game, because it doesn't seem like it's actually the creators. But from the feedback that I've gotten, and the fact that they don't seem to support any MTGO or paper content, unless it's maybe Commander content. They probably support Commander content, because that's seems to be in their focus, in their purview. What is up, Papa M? Hey, we might be able to take those extra turns and then use those extra turns to ult my my 5-drop Teferi. I don't know. I just need to not do anything right now, I guess. And I will win the game. We should play a turns deck. Are you the type of person to brew around time stop effects? No, but I do like turns decks. Turns decks are fun. We could play all the garbage red turns decks. That does sound like fun. Is it Final Fortune? Yeah, I like the normal turns decks by and large. I'm drawing too many cards. I'm actually going to deck if I'm not careful. So we're going to play this Jace the Mind Sculptor and use him to win the game. Put a braid on the bottom. No, you boarded in a braid. That's adorable. Don't need mana leak. The day I see no snaps in a control deck. Well, I think blue-white has largely been the deck that will do that. I was going to play that one that had snaps, but I was, let's say, sponsored today to play one that was snap-free, unsnapped, snapless. Just call me Pull because there's no snap in this Snapple. 4-1 with Bant Snow. Good job, friend. We are on our way to a 4-1 with blue-white here. So far, we are at 1-1, but it looks like we got this game, so we just have to win game 2 against Red Prison here. Yeah, I don't need path. Okay. Reveal Terminus. Yes. Cast Terminus? Nah, I'm good. I just wanted to show them that I had it. So let's take 2 extra turns. We're basically just going to use those 2 ultimate 2 planeswalkers. Rabble Master on the bottom. No, I don't care. Teferi. Okay. So, extra turn number 1. Discard this opt. No, I don't want to play the opt. I want to discard the opt. Look at the top. Still a Rabble Master. God, it's like they're not even taking turns over there. Let's play this Time Raveler, even though I can't activate it. But once I Teferi away their permanents, I will be able to. Okay, let's make sure to untap these lands, because it's about to be my turn. So I want to have my lands untapped on my turn. So, Teferi Emblem. Then we go draw a card. Discard, I don't know. Yeah, that. Trigger. Ah, nope. Well, that's embarrassing. Doesn't matter, though. Did they finally concede? Yay! You're gonna deck soon. No, that's why I was gonna Jace ult to kill them. I knew that was a danger. Like, I specifically tried to make sure I'd be ready for that. We're doing your favorite thing. We're playing a deck with no win conditions. Thank God I kept as many Jaces as I did. 1. I don't know. Maybe I should have my 1 Entreat the Angels in here. Walkers are win conditions. No, I understand that. They're usually when you describe decks that I play that have no win conditions. Maybe we put the Entreat back in for emergencies. Yeah. That's yeah, but Larynx Punchworthy, you usually complain about me playing decks where like basically the only win condition is like 2 Jaces, Renin 6, and like an Abominable Tree Folk. Okay, maybe there was only 1 deck that did that. Okay, we're not keeping that hand. Opponent mulliganed as well, that's fine. This hand can't beat a turn 1 lock piece. And they multi-5, so I might as well. Okay, this is about as good as it's ever gonna get. So I think we're just bottoming Cryptic and Mana Leak. I'm definitely bottoming the Cryptic. The question is, do I want Mana Leak or do I definitely want the 3rd land. I think it's just Cryptic and Mana Leak. Maybe it's Cryptic in one of the Aether Gusts. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I figured is like Gust is a delaying action. So if they next turn they go like land Ritual Blood Moon, I don't even have to Gust the Blood Moon quickly, but being able to get rid of it permanently after the fact will be important. What I don't want to see here is Ritual into Goblin Rabble Master. Pretty much anything else is fine. Double Ritual Chandra would be the... Okay. That's an interesting choice. Like, yeah. I have these and I kept Opts in my deck, so... I mean, it's not ineffective. Oh, yeah. Oh, give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Do I want to delay this? Yeah. Because I think there is a chance that they have another mana source in their hand, so they just put it on top. Put it on top, put it on top, put it on top. Yeah, buddy! No fear in OP's dojo. Well, I mean, they're playing Red Prison. That's how you do when you're playing Red Prison. Like, you just jam it, baby. Do it. Do it. Yeah! Oh, you love to see it. Bye, girl. Bye, girl, bye. We both multiply. We knew it was important. All right, I'm going to Frantic Inventory first. In case I draw a land that is not that. I did not. So we're going to play this. If we draw a land next turn, we get to Teferi. Hopefully I don't have to force pitch. I tapped the wrong colors, but I can't play that anyway, so perfect. And let's draw a land in my 24 land deck. I'll take that. Yep. See ya. If anyone here has not read my treatise on Cryptic Command, my love letter to Cryptic Command, I could dig it up because God bless it if I don't love Cryptic Command. I love Cryptic Command. So we're going to bounce the Chalice here because then I get to cast the Opt. Thank you for following and back up again, my friend. The one, the only, the wiggiest of the jiggies. You delightful puzzle piece, you. Chalice on 2. Okay, I'm going to spawn with Opt. Field? Yeah, sure. Chalice on 2 is fine. I can deal with that eventually. I don't need to deal with it now. That's a legal chalice in Modern. We call that an eventual chalice. All right, hold on. Let me look up my article. Magus of the Moon resolves. Oh, your chalice is on 2 now. Well, that's a shame. Pew! Huh. Chalice versus Dovin's Veto. Gotta love it. I don't actually have a way to draw a card right now, so if they play a creature this turn, that will slip through. So, potentially goofed a little bit here. Okay, let's see. Submitted posts. Aha! Cryptic Musing. Second Chalice on 2? That's a play. Nope. Okay, Mystic Sanctuary, reset, Cryptic Command. So they're Cryptic locked now, so we can beat one spell per turn until the end of till the end of time, basically. I'll just sack my little Tef to draw this card now. Put Cryptic on top. Wait, I already did that. Whoops. That's fine. I don't know. Put Aether Gust on top. Seems fine. I mean, I don't have to, but might as well. Okay, this guy is almost ready to ult, but we'll just cast Jace, and since I know their hand is the Chalice, let's start Fate Sealing them. Just move this towards a win. Ensnaring Bridge. Nah, you can keep that one. That's fine. So they just drew Ensnaring Bridge, so we'll just go counter target spell, return target permanent. You have lost, opponent. You have lost. This is fine. I mean, you can land a bridge, but I have all the power here. When we first met, I was but a learner. Now I am the master. That one's for Cave Dan if he's still listening. Because I really hope that he follows up with the response because I think it's appropriate to the situation. That's okay, don't worry about it. Oh, that's not what I want. Counter target spell, try target permanent citizen owner's hand. So what we were going to do on our turn is ult the Teferi hero of Dominaria and then use Jace to exile 3 of their lands. And then the next turn, exile the rest of their lands. Oh, I also had Frantic Inventory. So I could have drawn 2 with that. I wonder if I could have gotten all their lands down in one go. Because I also have Time Raveler. Yeah, I could have. And had the bridge in their hand. Nice. All right. Yeah, but the question is, how do you make the joke, Cave Dan? Do you say only a master of Cryptic Command? Do you say only a master of Mystic Sanctuary? Only a master of blue-white? The possibilities are endless. We're against Shogun Helios. We're on the play in the dark. This is not a great hand, but it plays Magic? Yeah, there's just too much in Modern we're going to lose to. Okay, this is considerably better. We're going to bottom the Entreat because you don't need Entreat until later. We can deal with, again, this is a hand that is good for dealing with most of the Modern nonsense that can happen. Oh no. Oh, thank God. Thought it was going to be a Thoughtseize. It's just going to be something extra horrifying. Oh yeah, Sultai Crabvine, back at it. Okay, so this was one of the concerns I had when I was looking at this deck list, is that we weren't playing any copies of Rest in Peace or anything similar. Rest in Peace, I suppose, is pretty obvious why we're not playing that card or that kind of card. But I do wonder how we're going to be able to do here with basically only Terminus as our way to deal with a wide board of recurring creatures. So this is an interesting matchup because the way the chips fall is going to be very, I don't know. Yeah. I think I have to force this. I guess I don't have to, but it puts me on a way more narrow timeline if I don't. So we're just going to be a little bit aggressive. Exiling the Archmage's Charm is not my favorite because we just don't have anything else to do right now. But we have a path to exile if they hit like a single Vengevine or something like that. So we'll see what's up. Like if they've just got the next... Okay, so that's fine. Narcomueba. There's a Vengevine there. But they haven't cast any creature spells this turn. So they need a land or something else if they want this Vengevine back. Which they probably will have, but... They either need a land or... No, they do. They definitely need a land. Because then they could play Secret Keeper plus the Gravecrawler. They could play the Secret Keeper from Exile. It's on an adventure. And then they play the Gravecrawler from the graveyard. Sure. Yep. There they go. So they're going to do the exact sequence that I mentioned. We're going to path to exile the Vengevine. Huh? In the words of Tim Allen, because that's a loose definition of that. What? I think we're just getting an island. Okay. I wonder if I should have fired off the Archmage's Charm there. Try to hit lands. What are they going to do here? Play a Vengevine from their hand? Play a prized amount from their hand. Right, that's one creature spell, and then the Secret Keeper will be the other one. Oh, they tapped wrong. What are you doing over there, opponent? Oh, it's a Gurmangler. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go to 12. Exile the Vengevine. Then 4 plus 3 plus 5 next turn. I think that has me exactly dead, so here's hoping we rip it up. Well, that's not going to do it. Hey, how's it going, Roy the boy? I suppose I can Archmage's Charm to grab their Stitcher Supplier and use it to block the Gurmag Angler. And that'll only take 6. And that gives me just as many shots at a Terminus as playing Frantic Inventory does. So that's what we're going to do. We're playing Muricles. I don't know what it is, but it's great. Muricles. What about Muricles? Like as if it was named after Muriel. Okay. Terminus off the top. Bang. They're fetching. Oh god. Terminus off the top. We got 2 attempts at it. Gurmangler number 2. Wow, if we do hit the Terminus, it's going to be savagery. Okay, well, just dead if we don't do it. So, good luck, Godspeed, little doodle. How many times have we fluked the pig? I don't know if we played Terminus much at all. Yeah, we're just dead. Shit. I definitely... there was definitely one game against Incinerator, Chandra's Incinerator Burn, where we We were gonna Terminus. Okay, so I think I want the Entreat out. I think I want a Verdict, and no, I probably don't want a Verdict in. Okay, Ashiok seems fine. Mystical Dispute is okay. And then Celestial Purge. These are all great. Cut one Hero of Dominaria. 5? Teferi's not too good. We're bringing in Purge, which is probably better than Logic Knot on average. And then get one of the Jaces out of here, I guess. Maybe Dan was right when he was talking about Frantic Inventory going out in these kind of matchups. I think these are the wrong kind of matchups for Frantic Inventory. Probably only want them in places where you're going to get like seriously long and grindy. Verdict could actually be pretty important. And we have the little Teferis to drop it in an instant speed. Which means I probably want more of them. Plus they're good because my opponent's playing Gurmag Angler. Alright, we'll try it like this. So we have Entreat and Jace to win the game here. We've been stumbling around a bit much for most of the cool lines that this deck can put together. Like you play like a turn 5 new Teferi, and then yeah, this hand is okay. Unless they get the crazy like turn 1 start, we're gonna be fine here. Like this hand is clunky, but it plays Magic fine. We have everything we need on the play. On the draw, this would probably be too slow. Circular Logic. I do love that card. It's not Modern Legal, is it? Is it in Modern Horizons? Any specific reasons behind any of the inclusions in this deck, i.e. did you specifically want to try out Teferi? Yes! Cave Dan put in a request to me that I play the Muricles blue-white deck because it has... ooh, that Entreat is way too early. The Muricles blue-white deck because it has Teferi in it. You just wanted to see some gameplay with it, which I am totally down for. It's a good card. It's a cool deck. Alright, so here's hoping they don't have Trigger the Vengevine on turn 2. Yeah, the 4-drop Teferi definitely works very well for a Muricles deck. Not necessarily just like any blue-white deck, but specifically in a Muricles deck, he's kind of nuts. Because like what you can do is on turn 5, you can play the Teferi, and if you have a fetch land in play, you can crack it to reset a Terminus, and then I worry about him in my cube. Why? It's probably fine. It's good. I'm not going to say it's not a very good card. It's quite powerful and it can be very obnoxious, but like Jace the Mind Sculptor is obnoxious too in cube, in limited, like especially if people can accelerate it out. If you can get it out on turn 2 or 3, it's like just goofiness. Okay, so they're probably going to have 2 creature spells here to bring back the Vengevine, which means we're going to Path to Exile this turn, which is fine because we have, you know, everything we need for that. No Prized Amalgams coming back with the Vengevine is nice. There's a Narcomoeba, but that's not bringing back any friends with it. Shit. There's double Vengevine. I could have Force of Negation the Venture Deeper, which would have stopped them from having the extra creature. All right, well, live and learn. So now I've got a Vengevine to deal with. So we're in the same position we were last game, where we just need to floop a Miracle relatively quickly. Actually, drawing an Opt or similar would be really good for me too, because then I could grab grab something to deal, grab a way to. Okay. Yikes. So we're taking 7 here. Yeah, I'm feeling all right. Blue-white deck is giving me the kind of luck that Iceberg gave me, but Iceberg, I didn't lose my love for it. And I haven't lost my love for this deck anyway, but I'm just saying. All right, so we need like an Opt or the Terminus right here. Yeah, it's not going to do it. Yeah, just dead. I could shock and make a single angel and take 6, but I'll be at 4. Yeah, we're just dead. The double Vengevine was too much. I think I goofed by not Force of Negationing the Venture Deeper. In fact, based on what their hand was afterwards, that was definitely a mistake. So we're on 2-2. Made some mistakes against Crabvine there. Couldn't get it. I think generally it's not going to be a particularly easy matchup for this deck in the way it's set up. There's no Rest in Peace in the sideboard, but since this deck is so much more graveyard focused than some of the other ones, it's like kind of tricky to do that. Yeah, the all the boluses one is the one I'm gonna play, but I think I'm gonna save that other deck for Wacky Wednesday, or just some point on stream. I guess you need the sweepers to be live in any matchup. The inventories have to stay in just to have more chances added on turns 3 or 5. Yeah, but you saw the game I just had there, right? It's like we have the Termini in here, and it's just you just have to pray. And if we had hit a Terminus in game 1 or 2, we would have been okay and a lot of points, and we just don't. But that doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means like there's a lot of like, I don't know. You gotta just pray when you're playing Control in Modern that you have the cards that you need and have them line up correctly. Okay, so we'll lead on Hallowed Fountain. Did you take a look at some kind of Dragonstorm shell? No. Bribe the deity with extra cantrips. No. I understand. I'm just like, you can have all the extra cantrips you want, but you have to like flip into the Terminus and like not have too many in your opening draw, which is another sort of tension point. So we do have a weird-ish thing that's going to happen in this game where I only have 1 Force of Negation. So if I Frantic Inventory and I don't draw a blue card in my next 2 draws, I can't play this to fit. Jeez. And then we have this game where we have all the Terminuses and the Entreat the Angels against a deck that does not care. Jumpstart on Arena is neat. Is it on there? I don't know when things go on Arena anymore. I'm offended that they didn't make Jumpstart Modern legal. I just think it would have taken a lot more. They would have had to cut a lot of cards that would be fun. Oh, my tiny bones. I totally agree. Like, it's really frustrating that they made like really cool cards for that set, and we don't get to play them. Played Assault Tide Delirium last night with a couple Teferi with Assault there. Oh yeah, that's right. That was with Silver Smoke Ghoul. Host Expedition map? Ah. Well, yeah, this is modern problems. Okay, so they played a Karn last turn rather than a larger Haymaker, but I think I just have to keep my Archmage's Charm here for trying to beat another Karn or whatever. No, Roy, you weren't here earlier. I was saying to Jiggy, if we do a podcast, it would be brewing in Modern and Legacy. To which Jiggy said, "Oh, that'll be not digging for land drops here, Zach. With Archmage's Charm, I don't think that that's a viable strategy in this game right now. I think I have to just pray that I draw what I need because most of my hand is not super useful with against, and that they could just start playing haymakers that are going to cause me to lose immediately. So now I get to take 5, dig for my land drops anyway, and then play Teferi and bounce this, and at least we kind of get to buy some time that way. I mean, they had, like, we flipped a Terminus on turn 2. They had natural Tron without trying, and we were missing land drops. So, like, you know. That said, we get to discard a Terminus here. When we path next turn. So we're kind of in good shape, actually. This has somewhat come together. I just think after the Maze Mind Tome, I probably would have changed plans. I guess so. I just wanted to have the Archmage's Charm ready for, like, another Karn or... I don't know, some of these lists even play, like, the Karn Liberated. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Yesterday, I played against Blue-Green Tron. Well, that's a yikes. I mean, we're against one of those E-Tron draws, though, where they just seem to have it all. So, if this is liquid metal coating, we are going to have a time. Natural Terminus is more important. You might have a few more turns to find it. But I've already drawn 2. God bless it. Yep. I'm out of arm spaces to draw on. Oh, 6 mana Terminus. I got it. Okay. I'm letting my Teferi go down here, and we're going to fetch an island and opt. We're going to fetch a Mystic Sanctuary and reset a Archmage's Charm. We're gonna fetch a Mystic Sanctuary and reset a Force of Negation. Yeah, no, I agree. So, because they didn't play the Smasher, I'm in trouble for next turn. I'm already in trouble with the liquid metal coating in play. Okay, yeah, I know what my plan is here. It's not a good plan, but it's a plan. No, they're going to cut me off of white. My plan is not going to work. Well, maybe we're just dead with this triple miracle draw of our 5 miracle. Don't we want to hit 5 lands, though? It doesn't matter. They're going to turn off one of my lands right now. So do we want to hit 4 lands? I mean, I guess I do. But what I really need is a single white pip to let me cast this Time Raveler, which I did draw up. So lucky me. So we go shock this, Play Time Raveler. Bounce the coding. We're going to force the coding, and we're going to path the Smasher. Might force the coding with the Frantic Inventory? Yeah. I'm baiting you into saying things for quotes. Okay. Got it. I think this line was basically my only way to get through this. And now we get to discard the Terminus when they have the Smasher in play, which means we have a higher chance of getting the Terminus to flip later on. Maybe even want to discard the Entreat the Angels, because at this point it actually might be better than Terminus just to put 3 Angels into play. Yeah, so we got to force this. Actually, since I have Teferi in my hand, I'm going to path. I'm not likely to be playing this Frantic Inventory anytime soon, even though I already have one in my graveyard. I understand that it has extra value, but my turn right now is kind of locked into pathing the Smasher they're going to play, since I'm already at 10. And then having Teferi next turn is like, we might pull through with that. But they still have a Karn Wish, right? They could just get Ballista for 4 next turn, which will kill me with the Smasher, or with the Reshaper hitting me for 3 and then 3. So we're very close to dead no matter what. But if your E-Tron player just goes turn 3 Tron, that you are going to lose a lot of those games. Plus we drew 3 Muricles early, so it's just a tricky one to navigate. We're kind of playing with 3 cards tied behind our back. Yep. 1 Smashy Lad. He's so angry. Why are you so angry, bruh? Yeah, I think I'm discarding the Entreat the Angels. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I Teferi and tuck the Shaper, what can they do to me? They're going to draw it. This is so good with active Tron. So good with active Tron. I have to tuck the Matter Shaper or the Karn. Either way, I lose my Teferi afterwards. So we'll tuck the Karn. But then they go draw 1, draw 2, draw for turn. So it doesn't matter if I do the Karn, so we have to do the Shaper. Got it. Okay. Well, it matters in terms of mana investment. Okay. They're angry because they wanted to be an artist, but their career path and their unfortunate name forced them into a thug life where they must smash for all eternity. What is the philosophy that says that your name determines how, like, the shape of your life in like a very real way? Oh, it's cool. They had the Smasher anyway. So they can kill me in a number of ways here. Okay. Yeah, just dead. Got it. Yeah. Thought they're angry because they stepped on a Lego. Huh. Well, our sideboard seems a little light for this matchup, which I assume means it's a good one. cut like an opt and another opt. I don't think there's anything else in this sideboard to bring in. Maybe Dovin's Veto? It's really awkward having to shave instant speed cantrips. I mean, I agree with you, but the thing is, Opt costs 1 and they have Chalice. And they're definitely keeping Chalice for Path to Exile. Like, I could go cut 1 and 1. That might be okay. Yeah. I mean, what we need to do is have a hand that doesn't have 3 dead Muricles from the early game and actually hit our land drops. Because if we do that, we can play Teferi, Time Raveler, or Jace, or Master of Time, or Hero of Dominaria on time. Like, Master of Time is probably really, really decent in this matchup because you get to phase out Reality Smashers. Yeah, on the play, this hand is fine. On the draw, this would be abysmal, but on the play, this hand is fine. Splash red-green for Ren and 6 and never miss a land drop again. That would be my plan. That would be my go-to. Couple polluting. Yeah. Yep, sure. Always drawing the turn 2 Miracle. Do you know why nobody knows what Mana Silex is? Do you know why nobody knows what that card is? Because it's abysmal. It is bad beyond words. Abysmal does not truly encapsulate for me how bad that card is. It's god awful. Yeah. I do appreciate the people who are like, you gonna play Mana Silex? It's like, no, our deck is better than that. I think I would go through a lot of other options first. Okay. That's really nice. I will play Mox Tantalite before I play Mana Silex. Yikes. Time for Mox Tantalite again. No. But I really mean it. Like, nobody knows what the text of Mana Silex is because it's unplayable. It's unplayably bad. Okay, so this is an exact situation we were looking for here. So I get to draw 2 at the end of turn. But next turn I get to play Teferi Master of Time and just have him start doing his thing. And they're going to be able to set up their Tron, but I have Force of Negation. And I have Teferi's ability to phase out a creature. So if they hit Tron and play Ballista X4, that's the worst case scenario. But other than that, we should be in a really, really reasonable spot with this play. I don't want to discard my Entreat the Angels right away, only because they've got the Relic and I only have the 1. And the Karns that are not in my deck can't get it. I'm going to discard the Path to Exile here. So you can have an upkeep stop, and I've done it before already, where you have an upkeep stop on your opponent's turn to loot during their upkeep, or phase something out during their upkeep. We're not doing that here because it's unnecessary. So I hope what they play here is Karn, and then I just get to force it with my Verdict. And then any other play they have is going to be less impactful than that. Thought Not Seer would be pretty okay for them. We'll see what's up. That means if they Karn, though, they're going to have 0 mana, so that's fine. And if they... I think it's a state. That's a state trigger, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a state trigger. Yeah, so there goes my Teferi, unfortunately. But we've got Verdict for this, so... Jeez, Alex, don't act so desperate, Jesus. Second Maze Mind Tome. We get to activate the first one to draw a card. Why is the Eldrazi deck like out card advantaging me? Question as old as time at this point. Oh, I have a Field of Ruin. I get to knock down their Tron. Well, I always get follow-up from Alex because I'm not... I don't think my rules knowledge as a judge is as good as Alex's. So I think I want to force this because it represents 4 cards. So going down 2 for 1 is not the best, but they get to draw 4 cards over the next couple turns with that. Yeah, I know they get to draw 1 here. Oh, well, yeah, let's do that. Yay, magic. Now I draw my card for turn, quote unquote. I still think I have to take them off their Tron here, but let's draw a card first. Fetch land is nice. Not right now, but generally. We still get to phase out a Smasher if they play a Smasher. So I think I can discard this Verdict, even though it's my only Verdict, and if it gets exiled, that's fine. So let's take them off of Tron by not killing their Urza's Tower. If you want information on why that is the correct way to do that, you can ask my friend Roy the Boy. He is ready to write a long essay about why that is the correct way to do that. I should say long form essay. He's ready to write a long form essay about why you want to destroy a Tron piece that is not the tower. It actually does make sense. Basically, it just boils down to then they have to use the tower to get the next piece. Smasher. Perfect. Do I let them attack with it first? Yeah, sure. Let's phase it out while it's tapped. See ya. Dust in the wind. Yeah. So now I can Jace and then reset my Terminus. So sorry, we're gonna Jace, we're gonna Jace Storm. No, we're gonna Jace, we're gonna activate Teferi. We're gonna play Jace, we're gonna activate Teferi to dig one deeper. Then we're gonna Jace Storm. And then we're gonna reset the Terminus, which we can draw and play on their turn. Is it just worth setting up Entreat? Yeah, that might be better, actually, huh? We can make 4 4/4s? Yeah, that's probably better than Jace the Mind Sculptor right now, huh? Yeah, you know what? That's probably better. Because they're tapped down right now. Okay, yeah, this is... It's working! It's working! Okay, pass turn. Well, we're not going to be able to set up Terminus the turn after, necessarily, because they have the Relic. Like, this was our one chance to really kind of blow them out with a this kind of play. But that said, we are getting to show off the power of Teferi Master of Time here, because there is no other Planeswalker, and realistically, there's not a lot of cards worth playing that would allow us to draw a card at instant speed on our opponent's turn to set up the Entreat. Get in here, baby. Oh, no. Oh, my friend. You... Yes. Okay, so this is discarding for Teferi Master of Time. Then... Cast the card. Yes. White. White. Blue, 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 blue. Today, Paul says, blue, 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 blue. Block. Block. So if they have the +3/-3, that will cause my Teferi to take 2. Putting another angel in front doesn't matter, though. Okay, sure. Warping Whale. No, that's why I blocked extra, dude. Oh, you mean that would have countered that? That's Warping Whale is not the card in the name of Matter Distortion? Distort Reality? One in the colorless, target creature gets +3/-3. Spatial Contortion. There you go. Spatial Contortion. There you go. Yeah, Warping Whale would counter the Entreat the Angels. So if any of these Muricles decks start picking up, as opposed to blue-white just playing Supreme Verdict, expect Spatial Contortion to come back in some of the E-Tron decks. I know some of them were playing it. Warping Whale is also, you can remove Urzas with that. Not that anyone's playing Urza right now other than me. Okay, I'm going to grab some quick lunch after this. We're going to play our Community League matchup against Judge Rob, and then I think we're going to be playing Salt Ice Snow. Holy yikes! Okay. Bye, Teferi. Oh, nope. Bye, Angel. Girl, you're my angel. You're my darling angel. I apologize to everyone who remembers the 90s. Okay, so Frantic Inventory is kind of sweet. So I think we'll Master of Time first. Don't want to play that. I think we'll just discard it. Can Frantic Inventory draw 2? Holy yikes. It's a lot of Terminus. So, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they have Tron again. Of course they do. I only have one more Field of Ruin in my deck. Didn't even notice they hit Tron. I think I'm going to play Jace, Brainstorm, and attack them for 8. Which seems a little sketchy, but I feel like closing this game out at this point is a good idea, or at least trying to. We can set up a Terminus for next turn if we need to, but obviously I don't really want to lose my Angels. My one Entreat is in my graveyard, which is, you know, not my favorite. Okay. But if I want to set up the Terminus, I don't set it up for my next turn, which I don't really want to do. But I do want to have access to it. Let's put... Teferi and Island on top. Put this into play. We're not planning on using it, but... Oh, I could have set up the Terminus. I forgot that I still had a land drop. Oh, but this doesn't get white. And there's only the 2 Hallowed Fountains in my deck, so it doesn't matter anyway. Okay. If they attempt to crank their Walking Ballista, we can phase it out in response. Which is kind of funny. I don't know if it actually gets the counter. I assume not, but... So 1, 2... I think they can only put 2 counters on this. I don't know. Let's try to phase it out and see what happens. Whee! I've got a Hero of Dominaria on top of my deck, and I've got 2 Angels beating the tar out of them right now, so, like, I'm not super concerned. Okay, so they crank once, sure. Crank twice, sure. Shoot down my Jace. Would not surprise me. Yep. Alright. She's down my Teferi Master of Time. That's fair. Cave Dan, we just proved that Teferi Master of Time is better than Jace the Mind Sculptor. What in the hell? What? Yeah, I'm happy to do this again. Cloak greater than hoodie. I don't know if I'm angry about the fact that you're lying, Roy, because we all know that cloaks are just the best. Okay, so we put Terminus second from the top, and either of these 2 on top of it. Play Teferi. Stoicism greater than angst. Okay. Opponent is at 1 hit from death. How does it feel, E-Tron? How does it feel to be under the clock? Huh? You like my undercosted 4/4 creatures? Huh? Huh? Who's taking who's taking advantage of powerful synergy cards now? Eugene. Yeah, that's okay. Guess get that out of here. There are 3 times as many Teferi arts. He must be stopped. I mean, he must be important. Sorry. So you're dead. Got it. No, I'm good. Yikes. Whoops. That's fine. It's fine. I'm probably just going to kill them here anyway. Yay, magic! No. I understand what you mean, like the art. I understand that the art. Wait, or do you mean... No, there must be more Jaces in terms of uniquely identifiable Jaces than there are Teferis. It's just that the new version has like... It's something like, what is it, like 30 collectible versions between the foil and non-foil and all the different alternate arts? It's like 8 or 9 alternate arts of that one thing, plus full art, plus foils of each of those things. So it's like 20. Jace the Mind Sculptor has 2 arts. Yeah, it does. It has exactly 2 arts. I like the purple Teferi. What's just the purple Teferi? Can I keep this? If their hand is decent, I would say no. Did they mulligan? Nope. I have stuff to do, but I'm basically on 5 cards in hand already. Okay. I think we send that. Yeah, we did. I don't think it's easy, but I think it is correct. This is much better. Ship the Entreat. That was much better. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's gorgeous. They never told us, but they actually did put purple into Magic. It is the glow around cards that are associated with the color black. And it's clearly on that one. Well, hopefully they're not playing Karn, because my mana leak will be inept. What? Well, I'm glad I didn't draw that. I'm glad I did draw that! Everything's coming up Millhouse. Hippo propaganda. Yikes. Hydrodoodle's kind of great. Come on. Not Karn. Don't play Karn. Come on. You don't want to play Karn. Karn sucks. Chalice on 1. Sure. Reality Smasher. Not's here. That's fine. So... do I Logic Knot this now because then I only need to exile 1 card for it? Or do I Mana Leak it because Logic Knot can theoretically get much bigger? Oh, hold on. They have 1 floating. So I need to do both anyway. So let's just Mana Leak it. And we can Logic Knot for 3 next turn even if we don't draw an untapped land. Also Expedition Map. Oh wait, if they play Expedition Map, it'll get Chaliced. Nice. Well, that's a draw. You're up. Be-de-doo-doo. Be-de-dee-dee-dee. Yeah, I agree. Shit. Okay. This will be liquid metal coating. I do get to counter that at least. Yep. Oh, God. No, I don't. God, that's so savage. Oh, we're just screwed. I have to draw untapped white again, but then Man, E-Tron is just such a good deck. Oh, it's so powerful. Yeah. This time I won't be so lucky. It doesn't matter what I do anymore. I can't beat the shrinking universe. They had turn 3 Tron on the play. I mean, my opponents always draw the nuts. Yeah, I mean, we beat them the one game where they didn't, right? And even in that one, they kind of did. Like, they got Tron set up again without a map. I think we're just dead here, right? There's just nothing I can do. Okay. So 2-3 for this league. I think the deck is good. I think most of the cards are good. I think we got some rough shakes. And I don't know... Cave Dan was saying this deck was from a couple of weeks ago, which maybe means that the sideboard either was or wasn't set up enough for Dredge. But I guess since this one is so much more graveyard dependent, then we can't have anything like Rest in Peace. These Ashioks are so not enough against Dredge, though. I guess what you're supposed to be able to do is have Force of Negation or Mana Leak or Logic Knot or something like that to stop their early acceleration into their graveyard plan, and then hopefully hit the Ashiok after that. We did have a really poor run in terms of ever having Terminus where we needed it. We always had 2 or 3 Miracles like in our opening hands or early draws, and since there's only 5 in the deck, I think that was atypical. I think if I was to play this deck more, it would have done or it would have hit a better average on balance of those things. That said, this is a good deck. If we wanted data on whether Teferi Master of Time is good in a Miracle shell, I think it is a resounding yes. I think this card is very good for playing Miracles. So I think if you are playing Miracles, you want to play some number of Teferi Master of Time in your deck. But I also think you want to play some number of Jace the Mind Sculptor, because Jace actually is a win condition. You can actually win a game with Jace the Mind Sculptor, which otherwise this deck is very light on win conditions. And it's pretty easy for your Entreat the Angels to accidentally get exiled in the current metagame, just because so many people are running Nile Spell Bombs and Cling to Dusts and etc., and you only have the one. So there are decks like Sultai Control or just even Jund with Nile Spellbomb that you might have a problem, because you literally just will get to a point where you can't win the game. You could try to win by Teferi tucking, but I don't think that's ever really been a viable thing to do in Modern. It was in Standard, but that was a different environment. Anywho, we are going to hit a quick break for me to get some food. Then I'm going to be playing my Community League match against the one and only Judge Rob. So stick around if you want to see a really wild deck from me. And then afterwards, we'll probably be playing some Sultai Control, or maybe we'll play my wacky all-in Bolus deck if I'm having fun. Maybe we'll just play that anyway. Playing good decks is overrated sometimes.